Hi everybody, welcome to the Blackboard. Today we're going to have a look in Aljubarrota, the Royal Battle. Aljubarrota, the Royal Battle is a two-player only card game designed by David Mendes and published by the Portuguese company Pythagoras, and the art was made by Joico. And it's a game where players will have a hand of 20 cards, and during the game they will try the fastest possible to get rid of their cards, and the first player to get rid of all his cards will win the game. Let me just briefly show you the components of the game. So the game comes with a deck of 44 cards, 42 cards that will form the player's initial hand, and 2 joker cards that are basically the 2 kings involved in this epic battle. Aljubarrota was a battle between the Spanish forces that invaded Portugal and the resistance of the Portuguese forces. And it was an event that changed the history and the identity of the country. By being able to maintain the Spanish way of Portugal, that was maybe the most definitive sentence that Portugal would be forever on an independent country. So it's one of the most important facts of Portuguese history. So in this game you will choose to play with either of the kings, the Portuguese king or the Spanish king. That won't make any difference because the purpose is solely to be the first one to discard the cards from your hand. Of course, the theme gives a bit of flavor. So apart from the cards and the rule book, that is a double page rule book, which is quite easy to understand. The game is very straightforward. I will show you in a minute. The game comes also with a leaflet that kind of explains the context of that period on Portuguese history, which is kind of interesting, and even goes to the layout of the battle and explains how the battle worked. In this case, this is the Portuguese-English version, so as you can see, there's in Portuguese, but in the inside you have the same content, but in English. Same with the rules. And to finish, a really nice idea, the game comes with a free entrance in the museum of the Battle of Aljubarrota, which is really a nice touch from the publisher. So now let me just explain to you how the game works. So first of all, I'm just gonna do the setup. I will explain how the run works, and then I will just give you my final thoughts about the game. So let's learn how to play Aljubarrota. So to set up the game, just everything very easy and very straightforward. Just deal 21 cards to each player. Each player places also his king card here. That king card will serve as a joker during the game. I will explain that in a minute. So after each player has 21 cards in his hand, it just takes, each one of the players takes the bottom card of his deck and places in the center of the play area to form 2 discard piles. So these are the 2 discard piles that players can use during the game. So a game of Aljubarrota is really simple and fast to play also. The idea of the game is to get rid of the cards in your hand. During the game, players will do this as fast as they can. So this is not a turn-based game, so I will not play first and wait that my opponent plays first. No, we are playing at the same time, so this is a speed game also. And it's a game where we are analyzing and to see where can we discard the card we have in our hand. So basically the game works like this. Imagine the game starts. So both players are at this moment taking the card from the bottom of their deck. They are seeing the card and then they are trying to discard the card. To discard a card, you can do it in 3 ways. You can discard either by color, you can discard either by number, or you can discard either by symbol. In this case, I don't have any matching number, so because it's a 5. I don't have any matching color because it's blue, but I have a matching symbol. So I could have discarded this card here. Of course, my opponent is doing the same precisely at the same time, so probably, as I'm analyzing that I can discard this card here, probably at the same time he's already discarding another card here and kind of screwing my plans. But let's imagine I managed to discard the card, so I continue as fast as I can to do the same. So I draw a second card. In this case, okay, good, I can discard here. I continue to do the same, drawing the bottom card from my deck. Now I have a 6, I have the same symbols, it's going well. So I continue. I can discard by color because it's 2 reds or 2 2s. So good there. So again, another card. But in this case, for example, I cannot either discard by number, I cannot either discard by color, and I can't discard by symbol. So what can you do when this happens? You have 2 possibilities. Most of the times you will do this. You will put a card on the top of your deck. So keeping the card for later on to be played, and you will draw the next bottom card and will try to discard. However, if you really want to discard the card, there's a way of doing that. You can take your king card and you can place it in one of the discard piles, and then you can put the card on top of that. So that works as a wild card. So that's the possibilities that you can have when you don't have a possibility to discard the card. And so this goes on. Players try to discard their cards, and the first player to discard all his cards wins the game. So, final thoughts about Aljubarrota, the Royal Battle. First of all, as you can see, this is a very simple game that can be easily taught. It's a game that can be played with children with no problem, and will kind of help them to develop the speed of thought, how to discard the cards, and to be the first one to react and put the card that you want to discard on the correct discard pile. At the same time, this game is made by Pythagoras, that is a publisher that really focuses on historical themes, and not only that, they always give you extra information about the theme, so it's good that they don't try to tie the game with the theme. Of course, this is a very abstract game, but they give you that flavor of the theme, and in this case they even give you an entrance in the museum, which is really cool, and I think a lot of other companies should do the same. So, to finalize, I just want to say it's really a funny and fast game to play. You can play it really fast, maybe sometimes in 5 minutes. It depends how the cards flow. So if you're not happy with your luck, you can repeat the game and play it again. And I think it's a really good game to play in family. It's a 2-player only game. It's a very simple game to take everywhere, and it's a game that you will have a lot of fun playing it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the video helped you understand the rules. Like I said, the rules are fairly simple. I hope to see you in one of my next episodes here on the Blackboard. Until there, just have fun and play more games. See you next time.